have, and this, you can be right back. Leave it right there. Yep. All right. Yeah. Where you at? Where you at?
Yo. Yo. Hey, your boy live right now, man. Yeah.
I'll come back. I have a phone call.
Your boy live right now. Hey, yo, J-Walk, what up? Oh, it's about to go down tonight. We got Miami going against the Indiana Pacers tonight.
I just got the notification. It just dropped in.
Yeah, y'all come through. Yo, Chester, what's the business? It's your boy living with the Mayhems, man. Yo, Bud Files, what's going on? Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Tonight's game, we got Miami Heat going against the Indiana Pacers, baby. It's going down.
My goal really over the past few years is to show everyone a different way to play that's authentic to NBA. And Kevin, I want to
ask you before we shoot any subjects, what got you into making this kind of content?
Yeah, my first thing here is I gotta set that up over there.
they're on the right, stick to your non-ball hand. And what you want to see here, as I go into replay, is that you really want to see that each animation links well to each other.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. GA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Heat, at the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Caleb Martin out there with Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. And for the Pacers, the guard pair, Halliburton and Mathurin. Buddy Hield is out there with Smith. And it's Turner in at the center. This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters. And at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followings.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
From deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Yep, that one goes.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Halliburton kicks to Hield. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield. Here's the three. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Hero.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Beyond the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Now, here's Lowry, following the miss by Miles Turner. And again, Miami with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
So, timeout called here, the first for Indiana. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
When the middle of the season rolls around, Clark, how much value do you think there is in keeping an eye on the standings, seeing what the other teams are doing?
You know, Kevin, I think it's a balancing act depending on your team and the makeup of your squad, where you are in the standings. In some cases, it could be a powerful motivator, but I don't think it should be something that discourages you. You have to keep an eye on what's real and what you can control. There's still time for some dramatic shakeups as the season unfolds.
Drains the three-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Wide open. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Hield. 29 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
And there really was a physical
Sup
aspect
everyone,
of his performance that was
emoji
off the
thumbs
charts.
up.
He was taking it right at him, and he just
Medium
kept
dark
getting those
skin
calls
tone.
and getting to the line. Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Hield. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. Butler with the ball, now guarded by Hield. And that one's good by Butler.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Good, and Butler gets the assist. Lowry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Turner. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. McConnell's checked in.
TJ McConnell.
Healed outside. Got a piece of it. Lowry against McConnell. The three ball. And the Heat, another three.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
McConnell passes to Hield. Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Wasted no time on that one. Hero's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Takes a three. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
It's stolen by Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Lowry has the open look, and there's another one for the Heat.
And how about the pressure they're able to now start to apply, taking advantage of every miscue?
Guys, the big advantage has really been the points off turnover.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Shot the game clock separated by 5. Tries from 16, and there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Adebayo.
Yeah, just continued sloppiness with the basketball. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
It's hard enough to win in this league without careless mistakes. As a matter of fact, you can't win if you have too many careless mistakes.
Pass to McConnell. Turner looking around. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Miami Heat able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Here come your Indiana Pacemates.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The forwards are Oladipo and Butler. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Lowry. His last outing, he had 18 points. 3-pointer, Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. McConnell against Lowry. Knocked loose. Mathurin passes to Turner. And that one, good.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
And Greg, you watch Mathurin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim. And once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce, watch out.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely. Just deadly from deep so far.
Passes it to Nembhard. Now here's Turner. There's the pass to Mathurin. Now Smith. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Hero from long range. And the Heat, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Chris Duarte's checked in for T.J. McConnell. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's the Heat on the break. And a wide open look for Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Hero's got 20.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And here's Adebayo outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Nembhard. Now recovering. Here's Smith. And he converts the layup. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Shots good by Hero.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Pass to Duarte. And Butler sends it back.
He's one of the most feared wing defenders in the league. Butler rejected the shot. Beautiful.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Tyler Hero. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. One-on-one fast break. 3-pointer. Butler. Good on the triple. Butler's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And another basket for Miami.
This team counts on Butler's ability to make plays at both ends, and he relishes that trust. His scoring is what's really stood out tonight, though.
Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a 4-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
And so here is Miami. Miami controlling the game. Can he keep it going? And there's another one for the Heat. There's 1:47 left in the first half. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Lowry's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Assisted by
Butler's got his third assist on the night.
And wasting no time in transition, really pushing the pace.
And, you know, when the defense doesn't have time to set up, it really does make scoring a lot easier.
Here's Mathurin. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Martin's checked in for Miami. Max Strus comes in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Turner. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Broke loose.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Defensively, you got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back. I mean, you got to sprint back. You can't jog back.
Jackson is checked in for the Pacers.
Isaiah Jackson.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Martin from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Martin's got 11.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Martin against Hield. Here's Mathurin, and the layup's good off the glass. Mathurin's got his second basket of the night.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle, Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. You know, we got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 30 points, 3 assists, and 6 steals. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And over to you, big fella. Your thoughts on the Pacers' first half?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place like they don't have a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage that they've allowed. Well, that's not going to cut it, Ernie. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And here's Halliburton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Mathurin at the shooting guard. Hield is the small forward. Turner is out there with Smith. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Jimmy Butler.
That one goes in.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Halliburton with it. Butler covering. The feed now to Turner. And the layup is good. Turner's got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And they might be down big, but you love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Here's Hield following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Martin with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Indiana ball.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Halliburton, that's good.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going. So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Lowry brings the double. Pass to Mathurin. Outside Turner. He can't hit that time. The Heat go the other way with it. And Butler launches from deep. Lowry finds Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hero's got 26.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Passes it to Mathurin. Ball's knocked loose. Butler with the ball. Now Smith defending. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You got to tag Butler in transition. He's got the quickness and athleticism to shred defenses in the open floor.
The Pacers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. The pass to Mathurin. To the middle. Here's Turner. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game. And they've really steamrolled out of halftime on a major
1-0-0 Cavs. For the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Halliburton kicks to Hield. Halliburton against Lowry. Halliburton passes to Turner. Knocked away. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Boy, so dominant once he catches fire. Got to respect Turner's ability to score the ball in a lot of ways.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Indiana. And it's Halliburton missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And the centerpiece of that Sabonis trade last year, Halliburton looks like a future star.
So consistent and mature for a young guy, Greg. That's what jumps off the page at me. Knockdown shooter, clever playmaker, and continues to put the work in to get better every year and bring his teammates with him.
And we've seen this before. Once Lowry gets cooking, he's an absolute...
Nabbing another steal.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Miami.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the Heat with some changes. Yurtseven's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Oladipo comes in for Butler. And Strus is subbed in for Hero. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
Now here's Hield. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He swipes the ball away again.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game. The Pacers have gone, and another steal for him.
He's stolen his way into the record.
A new single-game high, GA for steals.
And like this crowd, I'm still in disbelief at how he's completely kept this offense under his thumb.
You look at all the steals. Let's just say you don't see this every night.
And, you know, his activity has been outstanding. Just appears to be one step ahead of the opposition. Excellent anticipation, taking risk, and it's paying off.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following Kyle Lowry's three. McConnell against Lowry. Shot to stop the run, and McConnell with the lay-in. McConnell's got his first 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
McConnell passes to Hield. Strus with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
8 seconds left to play in the third. From deep three-point range, Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for the Miami Heat. He caused a lot of headaches with his defense that quarter, coming up with steals again and again. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Backcourt pair will be Lowry and Strus. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Yurtseven. And it's Oladipo in at the 3 spot. Here's Nembhard. Heat knocking down the tray. Inside, there's Bitadze, and he banks in the layup.
They own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Good on the 3-point shot.
Trying to loosen up those driving lanes. Oladipo there, stretching out the defense.
That's tipped. Neesmith, the pass to Nembhard. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And Miami making a change here. Vincent's checked in. Here's Oladipo. The fadeaway, and it's Miami with another.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass Duarte. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Vincent's shot is good.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Indiana ball.
Robinson's checked in for the Heat.
Duncan Robinson.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the paint. Here's Nesmith. Lays it up and banks it in. Nesmith has got his first 2 points of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Pacers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside Jackson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And another great look at the 2K drive. Got that one up quick.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
The offensive rebound. Struz passes to Vincent. Good saving. Sinks the triple.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Duarte. Here's Nesmith. Dedman with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. The Pacers making a switch here. Tice is checked in. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's Vincent. And the Heat, another three.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. 1:51 left in the fourth. Knocks it loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Nembhard, the pass to Duarte. Passes to Tice. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Clock at 6. Here's Bitadze. Offensive rebound. Nesmith. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyle Lowry.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
And again, Miami with the triple.
Saw the opportunity. To put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Nembhard's shot is good. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Vincent's shot is good.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Yes, that goes in.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. The defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor, you guys have been pushing the tempo, looking to get out and run, and it's working. Has that been a focus of late?
We figured out that we got to play fast and we got to play high tempo no matter what happens, and we got to stay together. So we got to just continue to keep working.
Well, you certainly hit them first tonight, Victor. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.
Getting loose, beefing with each other like a checkerboard in the mood. I'm in Compton, otherwise up in New York, you keep them open wide. Played by a bit of Italian, all fine young black female stallions. Give me the keys to your car and your medallion. You far away from your home using alien.